Hi, I'm Ray Dixon, and I'm going to show you a demonstration of using the Common Protocol Template, or CPT, from Transcelerate in the Author-It platform. The Common Protocol Template from Transcelerate provides a very well-defined structure that's easy to use in a structured content management system, such as Author-It. A limitation is that its content is trapped in a Word document. When we bring the template into Author-It and build a protocol from it, we chunk the content into components, and using the structure, add the benefits of component authoring, such as a content lifecycle for each component, as well as reuse within the protocol and in downstream content. In this demonstration, I will show you creating a new clinical protocol, leveraging inter-protocol reuse, reusing existing approved content from our library in the new protocol, as well as reusing in downstream content. I start by clicking Create a New Project, give my project a name, select the project type, Clinical Protocol, and click Create. I now have a new project that has the Common Protocol Template structure. The first thing you'll notice is the title page has several placeholders. I can edit the project properties to give values to those placeholders when we export to a PDF, which you'll see at the end of the demonstration. When I'm finished entering the values, I close the project properties window, and then I can go start taking advantage of reuse within the protocol. You can see this objectives and endpoints component, and if I scroll down, you can see that there's another objectives and endpoints component that looks identical in content, and that's because they're the exact same component. When I click, I can go in and edit the content. I'll add a primary objective. Then I'll add the primary endpoint that's associated with that primary objective. And in this case, we don't have any secondary or tertiary objectives, so I just select the row in the table, delete them, and once I click out, Author-It automatically saves the content to the component. And if I scroll back up to the first instance of the objectives and endpoints component, you can see that the content is the same, again, because they're identical. So you update it in one place, it gets updated everywhere that it's used. Now I'm going to show you some reuse of existing approved content in the library. Go into the exclusion criteria topic and search for exclusion. I have a list of components that have content in them for exclusion criteria. They come up in the search results. When I click, I can see a preview of the content, so I know which one I want. This is the one I want to choose, and I insert that, and now I have the beginnings of my list of the exclusion criteria. Next, I want to go back to the library, and I'll create a new clinical study report project. You create this project the same way you create the protocol project. It just happens to be a different type. Once I've given my project a name, then I select the project type. In this case, it's Clinical Study Report. Click Create, and now I have a new different type of project, and I can go replace the objectives and endpoints topic that's created in this project with the one that we just edited in the protocol. So I choose to insert an existing topic, search for objectives and endpoints. I see the topic, the content in it. I know that's the one I want. I insert it. In this case, I didn't choose a place to insert it, so it put it at the bottom of the project. I can reorganize topics simply by dragging and dropping. And now I've used the same component twice in the protocol and again in the clinical study report. Now I'm going back into the protocol and starting a review for it. I select an end date for the review. Can optionally add comments for the review. Select the review participants. And I also, in this case, only want to review the components that are ready for review, the objectives and endpoints content that we just edited. Click Create. It's created a new review. Now I'm going to switch to a different user in a different browser. I go to Reviews, select projects I'm reviewing, open the project, and I can see that the objectives and endpoints component is highlighted because it's the only content that's available for review in the project. The rest of the components are there for context. I can add a comment about the objectives and endpoints component. And now returning to my original user, I can go into Reviews, open reviews that I've created, and I can see the comment that the user just added to my review, and I can respond to that comment. Now returning to the project editor, I can choose to export the project to a number of output options. In this case, I'm going to choose a PDF. Once I've received an email and clicked on a link, I can open the PDF and scroll through the rendered output content. And that content includes an automatically generated table of contents, as well as our objectives and endpoints content that we edited at the beginning of the demonstration.